If I could give everyone one movement or one position to work on, it would be spinal extension or back bending of the spine. And the reason is that so many people, one, gravity pulls us into a forward flex position. And then oftentimes because of that, we lose the ability to move through our hips. We get very tight through our anterior chain, through our core muscles, and through our hip flexors. And that pulls the spine kind of into this position. We lack the ability to get up and move into spinal extension. That has a number of side effects when we lose that. It creates a lot more tension through the lower back and the lumbar spine discs. It changes how the hips move. It changes how we can use our core, especially how we can eccentrically use our core in extension and rotation type positions. So the way to work on that is I like to stand with a wide kind of double hip width stance, core drawn in, hands on the hips and pressing backwards this way. You can almost see how the core has to stretch and lengthen for that movement. So from the side, core in, maybe a small tip of the pelvis, pushing the hips back, feeling the work here and stretching through the front of the adductors and the hips where you don't get compression to the lower back. The reason that's important on a bigger level too is that all movement connects back to our core, back to our lumbopelvic area. Our center of mass or our base of support is roughly 2 inches below our belly button. And when we move well through there and move through a variety of planes, so extension, rotation, the ability to move through the spine, the lumbar spine in a variety of positions, that's going to give you the best health and the best setup for the rest of the body. When the lumbar spine and the core is connected to the movement, then everything else can move from a very integrated position. When we lose that, when people are in flexion throughout the day, it takes away from the movement options of the rest of the body. So again, the one movement that I would recommend that you practice at home, and if it hurts to do it in a standing position, then do kind of an upward dog or a prone press up type position where you get length through the anterior chain, minimizing, you don't want compression in the lower back with this type of movement. So again, feet usually double width apart, core drawn in, maybe a slight tilt of the pelvis, arching back where I feel all of it working here and not compression to the lower back. Don't underestimate the importance of back bending or spinal extension. I know it's almost, people say that they worry about that position because it hurts the spine. Well, it likely hurts the spine because of a disuse. So practice spinal extensions with yourself, get comfortable with that movement, get comfortable teaching other people that movement as well.